goodness. Now there's only one question that I for sure know that I got right. I think I did horribly. Hello, my name is Emily. I am 22 years old, and by the time this video is posted, I will have graduated with my bachelor's in history. But for today's video, I'm taking a step back in time about 7 years ago, and I'm going to try to pass the AP World History exam and see if, as a history major, I can pass this exam. For those who don't know, who are outside of the US or just haven't taken AP classes, AP stands for Advanced Placement. It is a class that you can take where you take a big cumulative exam at the end, and the credits that you get from the AP tests can go towards your college degree and fulfill some base requirements that you would do in the first couple of years of your degree. So for example, I did AP biology as part of my program, so when I got into college, I didn't have to take any natural sciences classes because my AP and IB coursework filled that requirement. While I was in high school, I did a ton of AP exams. So I did AP World, AP European History, AP Psychology, AP Biology, AP US History, AP English Literature, AP English Language, AP Microeconomics, AP Macroeconomics, AP US Government, AP Spanish, AP Art History, and I think that's it. I think so. Did I say biology? Yeah, I think that should be all. I think I took like 12 AP exams over my time, but AP World was the first one I took, and it is notoriously one of the hardest AP exams out there. And they had me take this my freshman year. It was the only AP I took my freshman year, and obviously I was worried about it because I got this review book. That's the 2011 edition. I took it in 2013. I got a 3 on it, which is passing, but just passing. AP scores go from 1 to 5. So 5 is the best score you can get. It's really high. 3 is the line for passing. So 3, 4, and 5 are passing scores. 1 and 2 are not. Now that it's 7 years later, and I now have a degree in history, I'm gonna retry it, and I'm going to see how I do on it. There are 4 sections. There's a multiple choice, a DBQ, which was a document-based question that you had to answer, a change over time essay, which was, I mean, it is what it sounds like. You basically take a civilization and see how it changed over a set period of time, different like political, cultural, economic changes. And then you have a comparative essay where you compare 2 civilizations. I'm gonna go through and completely do the multiple choice section because this review book has 2 practice tests, so I think I'm gonna do one of the practice tests, and it's 70 questions. You get 55 minutes to do 70 questions. So what I'm gonna do, because the multiple choice is 55 minutes for 70 questions, I'm gonna set a timer for 55 minutes, and I'm gonna give myself that much time to do it. Hopefully I don't completely bomb it, because there's a lot of stuff in this exam that I haven't studied since this exam, and I bet there's not going to be a lot of medieval history in here, which sucks because that's my area of expertise, my specialty, so we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and set up a timer and get started, and we'll see how this goes. I've set up my timer, and now I'm going to get working. This is so hard already. I'm on question 3. Oh goodness. So I'm on question 10, and right now there's only one question that I for sure know that I got right. Because a lot of them are comparing, like, I don't know a lot about Japanese feudalism. That's just not something I've learned since then. Oh goodness. finally a question about medieval Catholicism, which I'm here for. Well, I'm here for because I know about it. On the last page, it has only taken me 25 minutes so far, but I think I did horribly. So I'm gonna finish this page and we'll see how bad it was. And then I'll look at the essays. I just finished and now I'm terrified because I think I did really bad on it. Oh no. I have my red pen. Time to go through these really quickly and see how I did. Okay, I just did all my adding up and I got 46 out of 70, which isn't great. I mean, for not having studied this material in a very long time, in 7 years, I think it was fine. And I could tell that if I had studied, obviously, like ancient China, ancient Japan, I would have done better because I think those were the ones that I missed the most because I haven't studied that probably since this exam. Because all of the Chinese history classes I've taken recently have been modern China, so from 1800 to present. So I haven't done any of the like really old dynasties or what was, you know, specific to each dynasty. I just don't know that. That's what I got wrong the most. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with how I did because it wasn't easy. You know, it's not stuff that you normally learn in a typical class. But I will say, having taken this and having a history degree currently, so I feel like I can say this, I think that this course is way too general. I think it is impossible to try to learn all of world history, even on a very surface level, in a year. Like, that's not feasible. That is so difficult. I think they would do better splitting it up more. I mean, I know there's already AP European history and AP American history, but I think splitting it up more, doing like AP Chinese history, AP Middle Eastern history, you know, splitting it up more so that you can learn about them more in depth. That's why it's so hard. People are trying to learn multiple different cultures and about different religions and different governmental systems and change over time, and it's just not easy. It's really hard and it's a lot of memorization and not actually learning. This does include information on areas that are typically neglected in American education, talking about African history outside of colonialism in the 19th century. There were questions about Mali and Ghana, which are very interesting civilizations, talking about the Islamic world, which is largely neglected, and not focusing just on Europe and the Americas. And North America specifically. Although I do feel like the curriculum probably still leans that way. I remember still learning a lot about Europe and North America, especially in the more modern periods. That's my tea on the AP World exam. I'm now gonna throw this book away and never look at it again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a great week.